ECE. I'm so happy you're joining me for the last week of art classes. We are making silly hats, party hats, to celebrate the end of the year and going into summer. We're going to be talking about Go Dog Go, and in that story there is a dog who has a silly party hat. So you're going to be making some today. There's a couple different ways we can make our party hats, and let's get started. Okay, I'm going to change the camera angle here for a second. So, you are going to get a piece of paper. Any piece of paper will do. Okay, first step you're going to do is take your paper and fold it in half. You want to line up those two ends as closely as you can and squish it flat right down there. Okay. Then you're going to take you could fold your paper in half so you know where the middle line is, but then you open it back up. I'm going to take this corner and fold it down to the center. You might need a parent's help for this part or somebody who's with you, and I'm going to squish it down. So I just made a triangle there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side and make a triangle on this side. Now, I have made the top part of my hat, and I'm going to fold just one of these pieces over to lock that into place. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. This is the most basic hat, guys. Okay, you can then take a little dab of glue and put a little dot right here and a little bit right there. When you have both of those pieces with glue on it, you go ahead and you push this flat. And you might want to set it aside and then cut out some of the pieces for the top of your hat and come back to this. So I'm going to just leave this with my glue on top. It's a nice weight. I'm going to start making some pieces. For this part, you can use any sort of scrap paper you have around your house. I have lots of pink scrap paper right now. I have some white scrap paper. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to make some crazy things popping off my hat. If you want to do specific shapes, you can do that. I just cut a strip and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers. I'm going to hold it tight and then I'm going to let it go. And then I'm going to have a curly piece that's going to pop off like a spring. If you want to make it even tighter, you could take a pencil or a paintbrush and do the same thing. Cut any size strip you like. Does not need to be straight. Make sure you keep those scissors away from your finger. And you're just going to roll it right up. I also cut different feathers. I'm just rolling. And then I'll open it up. And I now have a very tight curly Q right there. I can also fold it back and forth like a staircase. So I take it forward, backward. You can make your hat however you want. I'm flipping the tail back and forth each time. Flip, squish, flip, squish, back and forth, until I'm at the top. And now I have something that looks kind of like a staircase. So I've had this stuck down for a while. Then I can go ahead and put my pieces coming off of my hat however I want. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on the end of my staircase. And I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. Slide it right in there. And it could come off the other side. I'm going to add a little glue underneath. It's up to you guys. Your hat does not need to look like my hat. I just had a lot of pink scrap paper, so I'm just using what I have. You could add beads. You could add pipe cleaters. You could color on your hat. I added feathers off the top. I added hearts. It's up to you. I am excited to see what kind of hat you create. And happy summer vacation. I'm gonna miss you.